how close did the talks get with Khabib?
It didn't go at the time. It was they had other plan, and for them it was I know Khabib wanted to have that fight. I want it, but the thing is, the UFC, if you look on the UFC side, it's not, I think it's normal. If I put myself in their shoes, they didn't want to take the risk of me winning the title and then after vacant it again, because we even proposed that I didn't want it even for the title. I would rather do it not for a title. For me, it was because I considered Khabib right now the best fighter in the world, and he wanted to fight me as well. So I thought it was a good fan fight, for the fans.
But they didn't want it.
No, they didn't want it. They had the other plan for Khabib, and I understand that. They had a lot to lose, and it was if they invest into that fight and their investment goes out after, it's not a good move, So that, in a way, it's I could take that as a compliment, because maybe they saw me as a threat for them. That's mean maybe they thought I could have won the fight. If they would have let me fight him, maybe it's because they think I would have lose. So that's why.
After you retired, after you had the press conference, until today, have you ever talked to Dana White?
I must have said hi sometime, but we never talk about me fighting or anything like this. I haven't talked to him. I don't think I've talked to him after he just wrote me a very nice text. I just say, because when I retired, I text him. I say, thank you very much for all those years and everything. I know we had problems sometime, but it was strictly business. And I understand you're the best manager. And if I can do what I did, if I have what I have in my life right now, it's because of you, because of what you did for the sport. And not only me, all the fighters should be thankful to you for what you did in that way. And he say, thank you. He said you had a great career. Nobody retired on top. You did it. Congratulations. He was very nice.
And even when you had the press conference in Montreal, like, you still kept the door like a little bit open. Is it fair to say the door is completely closed now?
Man, it would need a complete 180-degree turnaround right now. Look, sometimes I'm training with the guys. I still get it, man. I'm not in fighting shape, and you're never in fighting shape when you're not getting ready for a fight, because it's like a sprinter. A sprinter, when he in training, he doesn't do under the 10 second all year around. He does under the 10 second, like certain specific time when he peaks. Fighter are the same. They're in fight shape when they peak, because they know there's a fight. So I know it will not take me much to be in fight shape. I can still reach that. However, the fighter is always the last person to know when is time to stop, So in my mind, I still think I get it, and I believe I can still be champion. It's just that I don't know if I'm my trainers say yes as well. I just don't know if I wanted to get back into it. It would need something that interests me, or like I said, something happened from the left field and I never saw it coming, and I'm like, man, maybe let's do it,
But other than Khabib, does anyone else interest you? Because your name keeps getting brought up all the time. Kamaru Usman talks about you. Oh, all the time. Everyone says they want to fight you. Woodley for years. Usman now saying he wants to fight you. Khabib, even when you retired, said, no, please, let's do this. Is there anyone else? It's
no
amazing.
Way.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I mean, I still watch the fight, but I don't watch the press conference and all the drama. Now I just don't like it. I just like the fight. I watch the fighter that I like to watch fight the most, There's too many fights. There is almost every weekend now. It's not like it used to be. It used to be like an happening. Like the card used to be more loaded. Now it's more every week, So there's a few guys that I like to watch fight that I watch it, and I've never missed their fight.
Like who?
Like you just told me that. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Who are some of the guys that you make a point to watch, or girls?
Oh, I like to watch guys for two reasons. Some are for a skills reason, and some are for drama reason. I like some of my favorite fighter were villains. They were not. Some of the guys that I like to watch fight the most are not necessarily the guy that are acting like role model. I used to like Tito Ortiz. I used to like I like Chuck Liddell, of course, but Chael Sonnen. I really like Chael Sonnen. I thought his trash talking and his fighting skill was brilliant because he didn't use profanity like a lot of the fighter. He was very smart, and I always admire that of him. I never was able to do like he did. You know, it was something that I really admire. It was how he promoted. It was insanely good, and I like that. I like the build up to the fight, and when the fight starts, you have goosebumps because you're emotionally involved. That's why Chael was good, and I like to see different fighters too for different reasons. I like Anderson Silva, of course, John Jones. I like to watch him fight. I like Adesanya now. I really love Dominic Cruz, Khabib, of course, Conor McGregor. You know, he creates drama. Yeah, there's many guys that I love to see fight. You know, Sehu Joe is one of the best. I love to see him fight. There's a lot of guys that I never miss their fight because I'm a big fan.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned Anderson. Today's his 44th birthday. That for a long time was a fight that people wanted to see, and there was some, flirtation that it might happen. If I ask you, is there one guy that you wish you could have fought that you regret not fighting? Is the answer to that question Anderson, or is it someone else?
Yeah, it could be Anderson. It's just maybe I guess his timing and everything was not together like for to be like the star were not aligned for make it happen. You know, probably if I would have said, if I would have wanted as bad as I would want it for another fight, maybe it would have materialized. It's just that I was focusing on being the best welterweight and to have more title defense to make history, you know. But if I would have said, I wanna fight the guy to beat the guy, maybe I would have done it. That's why when I came back after many years of after more than 4 years of retirement, one of the big critics that I had is that I never went up a weight class to fight the champion. That's one of the reasons I did that, and it was something that I could have done before. But if you look at many guys that have done that before, like Roy Jones, when you go up after, you cannot go back down. And one of the mistakes too, and I did it against Bisping, is I thought in my mind, if I fight a bigger man, I should gain weight to be big. Then after, I realized it was a mistake because I just should stay the same. You know what I mean? Of course, there's the laws of physique. The laws of physique will favor the heavier guy. Of course, it's physique, you know. But I believe if I stay healthy and the same weight that I am, I'm at my best. I'm at my best right now, better than if I would try to gain weight. You know, Georges St-Pierre right now will be better than the Georges St-Pierre who's gaining weight. That's what I believe.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.